Türkiye are through to the quarterfinals of Euro 2024. And what a game that was. The tempo of that game was amazing, beautiful. Like, today's games have been really, really good. Hey, compared to the slugfest we were taken through yesterday, today's tempo was really, really, really good. Before I start, the revolution is happening in Kenya. All you Kenyan youth, Gen Z, I'm so proud of you guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. We shall not be taken for granted. So yeah, Romania, Austria were coming into this game as heavy favorites. Turkey were coming into this game not missing two of their key players. Çalhanoğlu, obviously their captain, their skipper, and who else were they missing? I forget who else they were missing. But it was their centre back, Ayhan. I think that's his name. It was Ayhan. But they were lucky. Abdul Karim just was also suspended for the round of 16, was back for this game, so he came back just in time, and they did so well. But it was the other centre-back partner, Merih Demiral on the double, the Juventus man. Is he Juventus or Atalanta? I know he's played for both teams. I don't know if who he currently plays for. You guys can tell me in the comment section. Demiral was really, really good. He scored the first goal within the first minute, 57 seconds. Scored his second goal after 58 minutes. Shout out to Peter Drury for saying that in very dramatic, poetic fashion, like he always does. The man has scored after 57 seconds and 58 minutes. 57 seconds of the game and 58 minutes of the game. So, yeah, Demiral was really, really, really... I mean, without him, they don't win this game, right? Very solid at the back, and when he needed to, was really good going forward. This game was decided on set pieces. One big thing that I'm seeing with these Euros is that if you don't start well, it's very hard to come after a team, especially after they score early and now the pressure's on you, like you have to chase the game. I don't think we've had many comebacks. Probably the Austria versus Netherlands was the only other game which had multiple comebacks. But even then, Austria won that game, right? They went up 1-0, equalizer 1-1. Went up 2-0, equalizer 2-2. Then went up 3-2 and beat the Netherlands. So, And then the key moment of the game was the mad save from Matt Kunok. Like, that is save of the tournament. Like, yesterday, we had an amazing performance from the goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. Shout out to Diogo Costa. And even Jan Oblak for saving Ronaldo's penalty, who was... His tears were taken in all over the world, including his mother crying. But yeah, that was an amazing save from Matt Gunok, because that save not only saves a goal but saves the game, right? Because it was like the last minute of added time, so it was the athleticism for him to do that. Yeah, that moment of the game, considering how heavy the rain was, it was immense. Speaking of the rain, like, this is another thing that I'm noticing with these late games. These late games, there's a lot of rain in Germany. If you're a team that loves passing around, if you're down, if you're like 1-0 down or 2-0 down and you're chasing the game, you cannot get into your patterns of play. You can't get into your tiki-taka ways of play. So you really, really have to make sure you take your chances, right? Because it's raining heavy. The rain is not relenting. And this is where I really fear Spain, because they can play any game. They shoot from anywhere, which is amazing when it's raining. They can decide to score from set pieces. Lamine Yamal is just crossing the ball. They create very good patterns of play on the wings, then triangles and stuff. That means they will always find an open cross, which is just perfect, right? The cross, whether the cross comes in or not is another thing. But if you can create space to get in a good cross, that is where Spain will have already undone a lot of teams and will keep doing that, especially on the second, third phase of play. But yeah, today is about Austria and Turkey. So the first goal, I don't know what the goalkeeper is doing. This is Pence, the Austrian goalkeeper. The cross comes in. I feel like everyone just kind of underestimated the flight of the ball. Danso goes up for the ball with someone, I forget who it was. But Baumgartner, who again was really, really good today. Like, Baumgartner, you're the man. He's the attacking midfielder, but he's at the far post to kind of knock the ball out, because it looked like it was going in. We wouldn't want to know, or as if you're the Austrian defense, you don't want to try and see where it will go. So he did the right thing. He tried to clear the ball. And then the ball comes off of Lineheart. I think it was Lineheart. And then comes towards Pence, and it's going into the goal. So Pence tries to save it, but he like just throws it straight in. straight to the middle of the park. And I'm just like, dude, what is this? Like, what are you doing? And then Demiral is on hand to finish top corner, or rather top of roof of the net, and make it 1-0. From that point on, Austria, to be fair to Austria, they were really good. They started well as well. It's not that they didn't start well. They didn't start sluggish. They were just caught at a moment when, I don't think they were expecting it. But sometimes it's those margins, They were really good. The tempo of the game was amazing. This game, they kept on coming after each other. It was very similar to the Romania versus Netherlands game in bits, where it's like you go, I attack, you attack, you attack, I attack. Like it was just back and forth. The tempo was really high. And one thing that this causes, this is why you really want to see teams that are ranked closer to each other rather than a very high ranked team versus a lower ranked team, because the lower ranked team is just going to park the bus. But if it's like, which happened in the case of like the Slovenia game versus Slovakia versus England, Slovenia versus Portugal as well, they just sit back and just wait. But when it's like these teams that both of them believe they have a good chance to win the game, then they go at each other. And it was really, really good to see. Obviously, Demiral got his second goal from a corner as well. Again, as I said, a game of set pieces. He rose up highest and went and like between Danso and Lenhart, the two center backs for Austria. For him, like that was just a header. He wanted it more. He willed it more. Rose higher than anyone. It's almost kind of straight at the goalkeeper, but the force, the rain, it's wet. Like it was just a difficult save for him to make, but he made it 2-0. For the goal that made it 2-1, if you guys watched the live, shout out to everyone who was on the live. If you guys watched the live, I kept on saying it. I said Austria will score from a set piece, and they will score. Literally, this is what I said. And they will score from a flick on to the far post. And the only reason I say that is because Turkey have this thing where once the ball comes in, it's like everyone shoots out. And I'm like, okay, ideally no one is offside, right? Because a corner starts from the line. No one is offside. But they're trying to prevent that second ball. The thing is, when you start getting tired and things like that, I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who it was. Either Muldu or someone who decided, I'm just going to stay back and put everyone onside. And once they did that, like that was it, right? Gregoric was at the far post to just take advantage and slot it in. I think it was in the number. Which number was it? I can't remember. So Gregoric is just chilling at the far post and slots it in. And it's just one person who puts everyone onside. And that thing, you have to either do it all together all the time, because the moment one person slacks back, it becomes a VVD situation. You just find yourself putting everyone onside and actually, if you think about it, VVD actually did it against Austria for the last goal, Sabitza's goal. They know, that is actually true. I didn't even notice that. I'm just realizing that now. So yeah, that's exactly what happened, and I called it. I was very adamant that they're going to score from a set piece because of how they defend. Lastly, for Turkey, obviously now they're going to face the Netherlands, which is going to be a really big game for them. Very big game for Turkish football. If you guys follow Champions League or Europa League, like Fenerbahce and Galatasaray and all these guys, like you see how passionate the fans are. Even in the stadium, it's the typical booing. Like they do it in every stadium. Like they really love their teams and they want their teams to win. So it's very big for Turkish football. And then, yeah, I was saying lastly, the person who's really impressed me in this game, right? Fadi Kadiolu, the left back for Turkey. He made literally one mistake that I remember. And that was more as a result of the team. So the team decided they're just going to sit back and no one was attacking. So when when Austria were attacking and then they won the ball, he was trying to clear it, but there was no one. So he's trying to make that pass to advance play, but no one is making the run. He gave the ball away. It led to nothing, but that was probably the only mistake he made. Even after 95th minute, he's running. He gets the ball. Now he was like, he noticed his mistake. He's like, now I'm going to run at you guys. Because you have to run and push them back. Get them out of your box, But he was so good. Like the art of inverting, as one of the guys said it in the comments. That's exactly what he's perfected. The art of inverting. The guy inverts, and he inverts so well. He inverts at the right time. He's mobile. He can defend well. He kind of reminds me of Kukurea. He plays for Fenerbahce, by the way. I've just checked it. But also, someone had mentioned it in the live. The beauty about the lives is I just ask them like, yo guys, who does this guy play for? And they're like, the kid is 24 years old. Like, he is so dope. Like, he plays as a fullback midfielder and a winger as well, with his curly hair. He's very good at inverting. He's very good at keeping shape. He's quick. Definitely he's fit because his fitness was tested today. You could tell even after 94 minutes, the fact that he's beating people who've come on as substitutes at 50-50s and stuff like that. Very, very impressed by him. Like, standout player. I had a standard right back, Kanichnik, for Slovakia, one of them. And then I had a standard midfielder, Kochorashvili from Georgia. And now my standard left back definitely is Fadi Kadiolu. Very impressed by him. And yeah, so that's a wrap for the round of 16. Now we move on to the quarterfinals. Big game on Friday. We have Spain versus Germany first and France versus Portugal, I think. And then on Saturday, we have England, Switzerland, and Netherlands versus Turkey. And we'll be here live. I'm going to do all those predictions right now and post all of them, and you can just see them. With that being said, thank you so much for being with us. I'll see you on Friday for our live when we check out Germany versus Spain at 7 p.m. Peace.